Welcome to Charles Darwin University graduation. Congratulations on your achievement. Now you stand ready to create a new world of possibilities. This is your CDU graduation. Graduands, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession is about to commence. Please stand and remain standing until the national anthem has been sung.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Karen Weston, Chief Executive of the Department of Education, distinguished guests, graduands, family and friends. To commence proceedings, I would like to invite Dr. Billawarra Lee to deliver the Welcome to Country.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor. Darandara Goodlingwa Bachua. Nayana, Gudaminba Billawarra Lee. Damreligi to Gulamerajin, Yajana Bachuana. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Auntie Billawarra Lee, Dr. Billawarra Lee. I'm really happy for you to call me Auntie B. I am a senior elder of the Larrakia Nation and the Larrakia Academic and Residence for Charles Darwin University. It is so good to be here with you all. I am the eldest surviving member of the large local Cabillo family, one of the 8 family groups that make up the Larrakia Nation, and my name Billawarra means the red-tailed black cockatoo It is my totem and my heart dreaming. For me, a welcome to country is an ancient ritual about acknowledging the past and looking to the future. Spiritually, I am honouring my Mother the Earth and my ancestral spirits, whose presence resides in the very imagination of this land and whose irrepressible energy flows through all creation. The Larrakia have always been happy to welcome visitors to our traditional lands, just as I do so today, and I thank you for the respect you show us, the ancient custodians of the land we gather on today. Please look at this welcome ceremony as a gift from the Larrakia ancestors. I pay my respect to other elders here today. I acknowledge dignitaries, special guests, fellow Larrakia people, families, friends, colleagues and graduates. To my brothers and sisters from other First Nations, a warm welcome from my heart. I recognise the strength of spirit and depth of knowledge that exists in both the elders of the past and present, and I know the rich tapestry of the dreaming still runs strong in our mind, body and spirits. The Larrakia people are the first sovereign nation of the Greater Darwin region, and although our lands extend up to 50 kilometres inland, we are saltwater people, and our sovereignty has never been ceded or extinguished. As the Australian First Nations peoples are the oldest continuous surviving civilisation on Earth, our cultures are older than all the other acknowledged ancient civilisations on this planet. And before colonisation, our land and environments were our school and universities, supermarkets, pharmacies, entertainment centre and spiritual centre. We continue to be the longest enduring teachers, students, linguists, medical practitioners and healers, diplomats, researchers, astronomers, artisans, environmentalists, horticulturalists, fire masters, water managers, athletes, builders, traders, and many other roles that make us a truly strong, flexible society. One day I hope Australia, if not the world, celebrates this enduring, deep, rich history, and they understand and learn from our ancient wisdoms. Remember, our history is your history. I want to give my heartfelt congratulations to our graduands. You have passed all the hurdles to be here today, your graduation ceremony. I'm so proud of you all, and I feel that over the years of your study at Charles Darwin University, together with staff, you have woven a very strong spiritual denala, a dilly bag or a net, in which you carry your hopes, dreams and knowledge. In Larrakia traditional life, we use the dilly bag to hold any bush foods or medicines we gathered. But also our people of high degree, our wisdom keepers, had a spiritual denala they put all their knowledge and wisdoms into. And the wisdoms and knowledge they gained over the years. And as they travelled on their life journey, they always carried their spiritual denala. Now you have a spiritual denala that you can carry on your exciting life journey. Please carry them with pride. Charles Darwin University has given you the knowledge and the tools to be a master craftsperson. So continue to make us proud and never forget that if you need us, we will always be here because you are a member of the CDU family. So it is on that note, it is my privilege on behalf of my elders past and present to welcome you to Gwialwa Daranyiki, our land. You are walking on Larrakia land, and when you leave, our song will stay with you. So I hope your stay in my country is a safe and nourishing one, and that the spirits of my ancestors watch over you while you are here. All that I ask in return is that you walk softly on Mother Earth and treat her with love and respect as the Larrakia people do. And when you leave Larrakia country, always remember the Larrakia people and that you have travelled the sacred lands of my ancestors. So thank you. Mamak Bachiwa. See you later.
Thank you, Annie B, for that warm welcome to Larrakia country. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Scott Bowman AO, to deliver the welcome address. apologise, I probably should have prepared you a little bit better. The Vice-Chancellor likes to be sort of a bit more applause when he comes up, so what we'll do is we'll do it all again as if it was the first time. So I'll say it, you clap, you ready? I now invite the Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Scott Bowman AO, to deliver the welcome address.
What an unexpected warm welcome. Thank you very much. I mean, it was worth that applause for these boots. Have you seen these? These are my graduation boots. Sorry, I get to do the boring bit, have to tell you about the regulations and rules and everything, so sorry about this. The first rule, if you have got a child or a baby, any babies in the audience? Any babies? Babies there? I'm so pleased that you just put your hand up. When I asked that at the last graduation, so someone literally threw a baby up in the air. It's okay, the rule around babies and children, if they start making a noise or crying, you're not allowed to walk outside. Don't be embarrassed, we love hearing kids. A bit of noise from children doesn't matter at all. We're not some university that worries about that. This is a family celebration, so don't worry if the kids make a bit of a noise. The next thing is to officially graduate. Our act comes from the Northern Territory Government. There's a Charles Darwin University Act which has all the rules in it, and one of the rules is that on graduation, if nobody falls over walking across the stage, then nobody graduates. You have to start the whole degree again. Just really start. So someone's got to fall over. The somersault would be good. The very last person coming over, and I'm looking at the back, a lot of pressure on you if no one's fallen over by the time. But I'm seeing some big high heels at the front, so you're probably going to be okay. So that's another rule. The other rule is that someone has got to have not listened to the rule about turning your phone off. Phone's got to go off halfway through, isn't it? At which point we will stop the graduation. Everybody will look around at that person and just shake their heads with absolute disgust and make them feel really bad. So there's some of the rules of the university. So we're making history here this week. We are bringing the graduations back onto our beautiful Casuarina campus. Up until about 11 or 12 years ago, the graduations always took place on the campus. In fact, they were done in the outdoor under the sun with no cover in the amphitheatre. And the Chancellor was telling me he remembers those and used to sit there in the blazing sun for hours and hours. Tough people. As soon as I got here, I said, no, I've got to have air conditioning. I'm going to grad on campus, we need air conditioning. So we've created this space, which I think is absolutely wonderful. It is so new, we haven't named it yet. Have we, Auntie B? Well, okay, Auntie B announced it this morning at a graduation. It's going to be called Gulwa, which means a meeting place, a celebration place, a place where people come together. Is that right? Yeah. A corroboree. So this is going to be the heart of the campus where people, and we've started doing that now, and it's going to be Gulwa, the Austin Ash Hall. So Austin Ash, one of the great Territorians of all time, will have this place named after him as well, and how fitting that the heart and the soul of the campus is going to be named after somebody that really is the father of the university. So we're making history here tonight, and we're making history that comes in a long line. So we are here at an academic celebration. Why are we wearing these gowns? What's that all about? We don't see many people wear these. Well, that actually goes back to the old universities in Europe, particularly in Britain. And the first universities were actually run by the clergy. They were religious organisations. And there was only one subject that you could study at university, and that was religion. and it was a way of becoming a member of the clergy. And those hats that you and the Chancellor are wearing, how bizarre are they? What's that all about? We call them mortar boards, but they've got nothing to do with mortar. They were the bowls that the monks and the people working in the first universities used to take up to get their food in. Now, I always found that a bit bizarre. At what day did they actually decide, actually, I'm not going to get food in this, I'm going to stick this on my head instead? But that's where they come from. So that tradition goes back round about, 1,000 years. If you go back to the oldest university in Europe, Oxford University, it wasn't really, it was Bologna University, but I'm from Britain, so I'm going to say Oxford University, about 1,000 years ago. It went back that far. But really, if you go back, the first academy was in ancient Greece, probably 2,500, 3,000 years ago. So this little bit of history we're creating here goes back 2,500 years. And that's where we'd stop. If we were in England now, we'd stop, and most places in the world would say stop. So we're part of something that goes back 2,500 years. But we're not in Europe. We're in somewhere much better than that. We're in Australia. We are on Larrakia land. And I also pay my respects, Auntie B, to your elders past and present. I pay my respect to you. We are on Larrakia land. People have lived in this place not 2,500 years. The scientists tell us that they've lived here for 65,000 years. Now, 65,000 years means nothing. What does, I can't remember what happened last week. When you try and get your mind around that, Stonehenge is only 3,000 years old, and we're talking about a living culture that's been here 65,000 years. So you can say, really, that culture has been here forever. And guess what? For all of that time, forever in this very special place, people have been doing exactly what we're doing tonight. They've been coming together, and they've been celebrating success. They've celebrated success of their young people. They've celebrated initiation ceremonies. They've come together and really been part of a gulwa, which is what this place is. And a lot of the people that would have been involved in those celebrations over the eons are educators, teachers. So you are joining a profession, most of you are teachers and educators. You are joining something which goes back forever. In the history of mankind, you are now part of something that is forever. Now, I love talking to Auntie Dr. B, and she explains lots of things to me. I probably understand about 10% of them. And I really love when we get talking about song lines. I haven't completely got my head around what song lines really are, but I think now we are part of a song line. By being here tonight and being part of this, we are now part of a song line that goes back forever and goes forward forever. How cool is that? Couldn't say that anywhere in the world. We can only say that in this very special place. So look, we are part of something very special. I really want everyone to enjoy tonight, but I do have a warning. This could turn out to be an incredibly disappointing night for some people. And I'm not looking at our... Where was that phone went off? Was that you? Stand up. Come on, stand up. Come on, go on. There he is. Round of applause. Oh, yeah, sit down. Don't milk it. We need someone to pinch one of those babies now and make them cry. No, don't pinch the babies. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, disappointment. How some of you on this side of the room could end up incredibly disappointed. You could go home tonight full of regret. Because at the previous graduations, we noticed that people walked across the stage and picked up their degrees, and probably the first third of people, the people on this side, the relatives, parents, partners, friends, and off they went. We got to about the third way mark, and then it went off. People were screaming, "Susie, yeah, go for it, yeah, we love you, girl." And it went mad. And I thought, how disappointing. Those first third that went across, all their family and friends must be disappointed. I could have embarrassed my family member like that. I could have really made them blush. And I missed the opportunity. And I'm sure now they're sitting at home just despondent, thinking of what could have been. They could have screamed out and celebrated. So the moral is, when your people walk across, scream and shout the silly little nicknames you got for them, embarrass them, do it all. If someone walks across and they haven't got family here, and maybe their we are broadcasting this around the world, if their family's on the other side, you've got to celebrate for them. So if people come across it, you shout for them as well. So don't go home with regret tonight. I'll finish off by congratulating you lot tonight. In fact, everyone's going to be congratulating tonight, telling you how wonderful you are, how hard you've worked and all of that. It's all a load of rubbish. We know the people that really worked in the room were the people on this side. So just for once, you lot stand up for a minute. Face this lot and thank them. Give them a crown. That was truly and utterly pathetic. No, stand up, stand up. These are the people that have had 2 or 3 years of you whinging, "Oh, it's so hard, I don't think I'll go on, I'm going to pull out. Can you lend me $50? These are the people that have had that. Come on, give them a big thank you. That's good. Sit down, be happy, smile a lot. Remember, this is a wedding without the dodgy uncle, not a funeral. Have a great night.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. It is now time for today's occasional address. Captain Moses Rodino is the Commanding Officer of HMAS Coonawarra, the Darwin base of the Royal Australian Navy. In his career, Captain Rodino has held many key training-related positions across multiple Australian naval bases and was recognised in the 2021 Queen's Birthday Honours List with a Conspicuous Service Cross for his work in Navy training during his tenure as the Training Commander of the Royal Australian Naval College. Please give Captain Rodino a warm welcome.
Thank you. First off, Auntie B, Dr. Billawarra, I pay my respects, of course, and to the Larrakia. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, CDU staff, distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, congratulations, of course, all on earning your seat here today. It's earned. It didn't just happen. You, the graduands, working with your teachers, family and friends, made it happen. I've held close as a vivid memory the anticipation and excitement I felt before my first graduation decades ago, too many. And I sense today is a bit special for you also. So I'm honoured, deeply honoured, to have been asked to join you and to contribute to your night. This moment happens only once for you, the first time, so thank you. I sincerely hope you take something for you from my reflections of my professional life, for which I'm, in hindsight, and still very grateful. I was going to extemporise, but I didn't want to miss out on anything, so, and I wanted to give this some formal gravitas, so I've written my thoughts down and I'm going to be following that. But I'm going to punctuate them along the line with the odd statement. And the first one of those is, oh my goodness, I'm graduating. My graduation was a very important moment in my life. For me, it marked the beginning of believing in myself. This meaning, of course, is very particular to my journey. It was the first tender step forward in my life where I've taken risks, not reckless gambles, but urged myself out from my comfort at any given point to continue to pursue satisfaction and challenge in what I did every day. But it was not always so. Beginnings. Who am I? You look up here and you see a fellow in a white outfit. So passenger number 906, a nearly 2-year-old Moses Redino, on board the Galileo Galilei, the migrant passenger liner, arrived with family, mum, dad, sister, in Melbourne on 20 December 1964. My family unashamedly hails from humble beginnings, scratching an existence from hillside plots in southern Sicily. My parents and theirs, like many people affected directly by World War II, sought opportunity to improve their lives by launching themselves across the globe. So, trimming a very long story down, just before Christmas in 1964, we strode off the ship with a trunk, several suitcases, anxiety, anticipation, confusion, and hope to begin our lives as Australians. Teaching. Family life was a bumpy ride in many respects, and as a result of my experience at home, my attention was drawn to school, more particularly to some wonderful teachers. I prevaricated about running away to sea even then, or sticking it out at school. Ultimately, I chose to stay at Flemington High School and joined the Naval Reserve as a sailor. The teachers I speak of, and their names don't leave my mind, Doug Robb, Simon Sloan, Hank Walmering, and a couple of others, took care with the troubled me. Their patience and kindness allowed me to do enough, just enough, so that somehow, as I was not a skilled student then, I made my way to university. Understand that you will have a powerful effect on your students. Make it a deliberate, positive effect. Pushing through the significant imposter syndrome I felt in first year at university, and as no one had come to take me away yet, I found myself suddenly in second year, and my luck continued. I kept stumbling across more wonderful, caring, committed teachers. By the end of the honours year in 1985, I had decided to discontinue my Navy connection, and yet here I stand. We'll get to that. And spent 1986 undertaking a graduate diploma in education. I loved it. Learning about learning, how to teach, preparing learning programs, and practicing in schools, interacting with colleagues and students, challenged me and filled me up. Simply, I felt fulfilled and blessed and was where I was meant to be. What to do? Following graduation, my now wife and I lost ourselves in Europe for a few months. Great trip. On return in '87, I was yet to receive an offer of work from the Victorian Education Department. I found an advertisement in the paper for a secondary school position, and after bouncing the idea with a mentor, applied, interviewed, came second, but was offered an alternative position. The school was Footscray Technical College at that stage in Melbourne. It was in transition to becoming Footscray City Secondary College. My mentor's advice was to go there to cut my teeth, as it would provide me with an ideal grounding. I stayed 9 years. The new principal and the teaching team I joined were inspiring and committed to providing students with the best learning they could muster. The dynamic was infectious, and as the school grew and the principal drove development and change, I reached out as a young teacher for opportunities to lead and help bring about the change the school needed. We grew from a couple of hundred students to 1,200 over 4 to 5 years, as the progressive character and offerings of the school attracted students from the western suburban pool and from postcodes across Melbourne. Again, I was filled with purpose, satisfaction, I don't have the time here to dwell or cover my progress in great detail, but will package two key changes, significant turning points in my journey, as tightly as I can. After 9 years at Footscray City Secondary College, I made my way, after 2 attempts, to the Victorian Board of Studies. Nothing ever came easy, but I kept at it. I was drawn to the Board of Studies from my work at school as a Year 12 coordinator, having worked with Board of Studies staff to find solutions for many issues students had in completing Year 12. Really outcomes-based organisation. It was attractive. The board was another period of professional growth and fulfilment for me. 5 years of developing assessment and assessment methods with a wonderful team. Then life does what it does. I thought I'd be going back to school. A 30th birthday surprise. I'm blaming my wife here. My wife had organised a surprise trip to Tasmania for us in the ship Able Tasman. By the end of the trip, my mind had turned back to Navy. The fumes of the diesel, the waves, everything. 4 years hence, I was on a path that led me here today. I loved teaching, but I had unfinished business with Navy. The sense of risk I felt in leaving my very comfortable professional life in education in Melbourne for the challenge and uncertainty of a career with the Royal Australian Navy was palpable. However, having decided it was where I needed to be, and with my wife being open to some adventure, able to disconnect from her work, and more importantly, to leave Melbourne and live at a location to be determined, we jumped together, slowly at first, but finally and ultimately. I pursued opportunity in Navy and found great support and challenge. I re-entered as a training systems officer, working in teams with the Navy training system to ensure that the right knowledge, skills, attitudes and behaviours are developed in our people. So important so we can do our work well. However, first and foremost, I was an officer in the profession of arms. This is what the organisation needed from me, and it was important I understood that. Balancing these roles, I worked across a range of training positions and operational positions, including preparing the training section of the airworthiness submission for a helicopter, the Augusta A109, a capability for Training Authority Aviation. Producing the learning program for junior officer leadership development at the Royal Australian Naval College. Leading a boarding party from one of our ships, HMAS Canimbla, launching and landing helicopters as a helicopter control officer in Canimbla. Leading a patrol in remote eastern Equatoria, South Sudan as a UN observer with the Australian contribution to peacekeeping operations. Not all in the one day, of course, but over a period in my career. And now, in my final position prior to retirement, as commanding officer of our northernmost naval base, HMAS Coonawarra, here in Darwin. I could go on. However, I'll draw to a close, and in doing so, I offer my personal perspective on what worked for me. Be a leader. I encourage you to take the lead, form a view and act. Leading, as much as anything, can be simply about having a view about something that you care about at work, and acting to support it by influencing and shaping opinion in support. Seek to understand who you are, what matters to you, and be true to that. Your actions or inaction has an effect in every moment of your life. Think about what that effect is and care about it. People. Understand how you make people feel. This is important. We all have only one life. Be kind and treat others as they wish to be treated. I used to think I'd like to treat others as I'd like to be treated. I learned after many years that we're different. Understand how people want to be treated and deliver if you can. Kindness is not weakness. Know that you are as valuable and matter as much as any other person in your sphere. As much as, but not more than. I'm going to use AFL parlance, having grown up in Victoria. Play the ball and not the man. What does that mean? By way of example, I've sought to develop myself and be effective in every context, whether that was at school or later with the Navy. I tried to enjoy and excel at every pursuit. Don't strive for promotion, strive for excellence, and promotion will take care of itself. Fish philosophy. What's that about? Sounds a bit odd. Some of you may have heard that. I stumbled across this many years ago now, and despite some contention surrounding it, I still find the principles to be valuable. Use your search engine of choice, look it up. The principles centre around being there, be present, turn up for yourself, for your family, for your colleagues. Make yours, there's that baby, Vice Chancellor. Make yours and make their day. Have fun, look for enjoyment. So important to enjoy what we do, and that's driven me to seek to do, to find something to do that I enjoy every day in my work. Choose your attitude. Difficult to do when there's hard yards, but so important to do that. The effect on you and those around you is real. And finally, continue to learn, care about yourself and others, and work to enable others to prosper. You prosper when those around you prosper. I hope my words have conveyed the importance of our teachers, our leaders, for that is what you are, inherently. The importance of teachers, leaders in our lives. For me, it was a foundation. You will touch many lives. What you do, how you do it, is important. Be brave. Go out there and grab life. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Captain Rodino, for your inspirational words to our graduates. Please accept these flowers as a token of our appreciation. Today's musical presentation will be I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, performed by Shanae Kyo. Science teacher by day, games president by night, Shanae finished a Bachelor of Secondary Education last year and in her spare time continues her studies, enrolling in CDU short courses, in aquaponics, cake decorating, who knows what's next. Shanae runs the GG Social Club at CDU, which engages students in the community in games. Her audience is now her classroom students who say she's still got it. Please give Shanae a warm welcome.
Hello, future educators and teachers. Welcome to the world of teaching, hopefully. I'll be singing I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, so sing along. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. There's nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, open it and see it like me. Open up plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find a love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and this our God-forsaken right to be loved, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Don't you, don't you want, don't you want more? Scooch over closer, dear, and I'ma nibble your ear. So no more. Whoa, 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 oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Well, I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try and see it clearer. But my breath fogged up the glass. And so I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'll be saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find the sky's yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need to complicate, 'cause our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Button, eh. Do, 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 do. Oh, oh, I'm yours. Oh, oh, I'm yours.
That was wonderful, Shanae. Thank you, and well done to the crowd for clapping along. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor to commence the conferring of awards.
Would all graduands please stand? And smile. Chancellor, as Vice-Chancellor of Charles Darwin University, I submit to you candidates for awards as set out in this official list of graduands. I certify that those listed have attained the requirements for the award of the degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. As Chancellor of Charles Darwin University, I hereby admit to their respective awards the candidates whose names appear in the official list of graduands. Congratulations, well done, family and friends and our graduates. Thank you.
Would all graduates please take your seats? I now call upon the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Professor Ruth Wallace, to present the graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Society and CDU TAFE.
Auntie B, distinguished guests, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, graduates, families, friends and colleagues. It gives me great pleasure to celebrate the achievements of the graduating students from the Faculty of Arts and Society and CDU TAFE, who have developed expertise in key areas that contribute to the future of the Northern Territory and the regions across national and international borders. The faculty is proud to offer unique and inspiring learning opportunities with diverse courses across various areas of study. Our students study courses in some of the most remote locations in Australia, or you might find them just down the road. The programs that we're celebrating tonight range from certificates, diplomas, bachelor's or master's in education, and these people will work in early childhood, primary or secondary schools across the nation. Today, we also celebrate that these students undertook research through their programs to expand our knowledge and practice. Through our expansive collection of partnerships, they have provided further opportunities for mentoring, placements and internships to build on students' skills developed throughout their university experience at CDU. We know that our graduates move into the workforce with exceptional skills, knowledge and the confidence to succeed. Graduation is the culmination of years of hard work. Through deep engagement and commitment, graduates have developed creative, professional and critical reasoning and demonstrated resourcefulness in each stages of their work. As you go to the next part of your journey, I encourage you to continue to bring your unique perspective and solutions to emerging social, cultural and economic issues and to share your voice with the rest of the world. Your story matters, your ideas matter, your experiences matter. Your vision for what our world can and should be matters. Today we are celebrating your success. As graduates who are commencing new paths in your life, we feel confident you leave CDU with the knowledge, skills and experience required for your future endeavours. You will be leaders and innovators in your chosen careers and an example for those who have supported your journey and are inspired by your achievement. So please, enjoy this moment. You deserve this celebration of an important milestone. As a member of the Charles Darwin University family, we all rejoice in your achievements now and in the future. This is the time to remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi. You must be the change you want to see in the world. I offer all graduates my deep congratulations. Thank you. Chancellor, in my capacity as Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the award of Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care, Sylvette Marawoy. For the Certificate 4 in School-Based Education Support, Nolrida Poor. For the Undergraduate Certificate for Remote Educators, Kellyanne Daly. Nadine Daly. Sharon Daly. And Priscilla Joquette Miller. For the Undergraduate Certificate Teacher Education, Jasmine Walker. For the Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care, Nancy Wan. For the Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care and the Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care, Adi Salinieta Sharma. For the Diploma of Educational Studies, Joanne Bayalawoy Thorne. For the Bachelor of Education, Iana Gay Simonson. For the Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Teaching, Mi Young Hum. Lee Sang-ung. Elisa Josephine Rigoni. Jayala Lakshmi Sankaran Kati. Sophia Gus Sied. For the Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Teaching, birth to 12 years, Caitlin Davina Bolter. And Valerie Roussos. For the Bachelor of Education Primary, Tishana Lee Caffrey. Jacob Ellis Castle. Danielle Nicole Gershwitz. Sinead Saskia McDonald. And Connor Craig Schiller. For the Bachelor of Education Secondary, Tony Zhong. Keely Landry. Kane John Gannon McDowell. Drew McGregor Whitehouse. Siobhan Rowe. Zhao Han Shi. For the Graduate Diploma of Specialist Education, Roz Yani. And for the Master of Teaching, Manmeet Karul Chahal. Xin Yi Fong. Kabita Gatam. Caitlin Jane Harris. Jiong Huang. Belinda Gay Hudson. Pin Hong. Dipti Islam. Irina Kaki. Susmita Katka. Ji Lu. Bei Law. Manjindir Kaur. Pham Thuy Dong Nguyen. Tran Hong Nat Nguyen. Nihariza. Tazin Ismat Nitti. Mehurangi Purohit. Aparna Rana. Rida Ridwan. Sana Shamsad. Zhen Shang. Kim Tan Koak Truong. Kwok Bin Vo. Yi Wen Yang. Yi Cheng Zhang. Peiyu Zhao. Chancellor, that concludes the graduate presentation for the Faculty of Arts and Society and CDU TAFE.
I would now like to welcome Dipti Islam, who was highly recommended by the Faculty of Arts and Society and will speak on behalf of the graduates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, fellow graduates, and cherished guests. My name is Dipti Islam. I'm honored to be selected as your student speaker. I'd like to start by thanking Captain Moses. It has been an absolute privilege to hear you speak. What an amazing career and life you've had. Thank you for sharing. To my fellow graduates, I can't believe it. We are finally done. It feels like we've been working towards this moment forever. Those sleepless nights, stress eating, typing frantically until 11:59, it's all behind us now. We've done it. I do hope that everyone here got to create beautiful memories despite the craziness. I'd like to take a moment to talk about CDU. It's incredible diversity that thrives here. Our university has embraced students from all corners of the globe, creating a vibrant tapestry of cultures and backgrounds. This diversity has enriched our horizons, learning experiences, and taught us the beauty of embracing different perspectives. Take me, for instance. I'm from Bangladesh, wearing a hijab, extremely overdressed. I swear Mom wanted to put me in a tiara. I didn't always get the highest grades, nor was I the most vigilant, but I took my chances and spoke up. I'm not only the first in my family to study abroad, but also the first to obtain a master's degree, let alone become the valedictorian. So thank you, CDU, for making this incredible reality possible. CDU's commitment to providing real-world experiences through placements is equally noteworthy. They don't just teach, they allow us to experience the profession firsthand. Furthermore, what sets CDU apart from other universities is the extraordinary involvement and understanding of our teachers. They aren't just educators, they're mentors who've spent years working in the field before they even step into the classroom, and it shows. They've been there for me during countless extensions, especially when my daughter was unwell for an extended period. Their dedication to our success is truly remarkable. The care and attention they give us go beyond academics. They genuinely want to know how we're doing and who we are as individuals. I want to extend my gratitude to all the teachers who go above and beyond for their students. You know who you are. And while you may receive thanks often, I hope you understand the profound impact you've had on us and that your passion is truly inspiring. But let's not forget the unsung heroes among the university staff who often go unnoticed. This includes the dedicated IT support team, the student support, and all the people responsible for maintaining the cleanliness and hygiene of the university. Thank you for making our university experience smoother and more enjoyable. Now, onto a more personal note, I wouldn't be here without the unwavering support of my family. My parents, Papa and Ammu, have been my backbone and the reason I'm relentless in my pursuit of success. Papa in particular is my idol. He came from humble beginnings from a small village in Bangladesh and pursued his bachelor's degree on his own at a time and place where education was unnecessary. He's always pushed me to achieve more than I feel deserving. He held my hand during my first flight abroad, checked out my lecture halls, and continued to fast every single Monday and Thursday for my success. Papa, you can stop now. His unwavering belief has been my guiding light. Ammu's prayers and staying up to ensure I've never missed my alarms have been my constant source of support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. My husband too has been my support through thick and thin, always checking in on me and my well-being and being there for our family when I couldn't be present. Thank you for always believing in me and smiling through it all. My daughter, who is an absolute fighter, making all the noises now, has dealt with being unwell while always smiling to reassure us. You inspire me, and I love you. My younger siblings also are here today. I owe them nothing. They should be thanking me for paving the way. But in all seriousness, they make me laugh, and for that, I'm grateful. As we celebrate our achievements today, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate all my peers who couldn't have their families here with us. Being far from home, friends, and the familiar comforts of childhood is the most challenging part of being international students. But your hard work and dedication have led you here, and as we step into the next chapters of our lives, let's carry with us the knowledge, experiences, and connections we've gained here at CDU. So here's to new beginnings. Congratulations to us all, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipti, for that wonderful speech on behalf of all the graduates today. Please accept these flowers as a token of our appreciation.
Someone fell
You can graduate now. I now call upon the Chancellor to deliver the charge to graduates.
Graduates, please stand. As newly conferred graduates of Charles Darwin University, it is at this stage in the proceedings that we conduct a turning of the tassel ceremony. This is a long-standing university tradition that officially symbolises your transition from graduand to graduate of Charles Darwin University. Please now move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Thank you. I charge you. Thank you. Give them a big clap, please. I charge you as graduates to maintain a commitment to lifelong learning, to strive for the truth, integrity and compassion to contribute to your chosen profession, and by the application of your abilities to support and nurture the communities that you are part of. I charge you to take with you the spirit and resilience of the Territory. Walk softly but proudly in the knowledge of your chosen profession. May your achievements bring honour to your university, your chosen profession and to yourself. Good luck and well done.
Would all graduates please take your seats in preparation for the Guard of Honour and the closing of the ceremony.
Every new day begins with a choice. The choice to make time for what really matters. To use every opportunity to work toward our goals. And to make every day count. Once we committed, we knew it was possible. Today is a time to celebrate and reflect on what we achieved. It wasn't always easy. We had our doubts. And the juggle seemed impossible. The early mornings and the late nights. When the inspiration was not there. The search for perfection. We just wanted to get it right. But for every challenge faced, we always had the end in sight. We found our inner strength and determination. We found support along the way. We used perseverance and passion to reach our potential and to find our new world. It all comes down to this moment. A feeling that will live with us forever. To share with the ones who've inspired us. To become the person we were meant to be.
Graduates, distinguished guests, families and friends, the procession will now prepare to form a Guard of Honour for our newest graduates. The Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor then invite you to join them in the Student Square for light refreshments. Please now stand with the procession and remain standing until the graduates have left the room.